Chris Bachman with you here, Mid-Michigan Sports Network. We're going to start things a little bit different here tonight because it is senior night here at Sacred Heart Academy, and we've got the stick mic hooked up to hear Mike Verlager, and so we're not going to hear us for a minute. You're going to hear Mr. Verlager. Give him some love to the seniors.
Played a role in her volleyball and basketball team's success during her years at Sacred Heart Academy. Sophie is a part of our local National Honor Society and the Executive Board President of Student Senate. Sophie is planning to pursue a business degree at Central Michigan University. Congratulations, Sophie, and thank you. Our next senior is Chelsea Lynch. Chelsea is escorted by her parents, Pat and Angel Lynch. Chelsea has also been involved in the volleyball and basketball team's success these past few years. Chelsea is a part of our National Honor Society and the treasurer of Business Professionals of America. Chelsea is planning to attend college and pursue a business degree. Congratulations, Chelsea, and thank you. Our last senior is Callie Smith. Callie is escorted by her parents, Matt and Lisa Smith. Callie has been a great part of the Lady Irish basketball and softball teams while attending Sacred Heart Academy. Callie is a part of Key Club, the Pro-Life Group, and secretary of National Honor Society. Callie is planning to continue her softball career at Alma College while pursuing a degree in elementary education. Congratulations, Callie, and thank you.
A big congratulations to those seniors, and it just seems a little scary to think you've got this 12-0 Irish girls basketball team, and yet they've only got 3 seniors on the squad and 3 very key contributors with Sophie Hauk, Chelsea Lynch, and Miss Callie Smith. But it's a little scary to think, though. They're 12-0. They got 3 seniors, Bubba. A lot of these girls are going to be coming back next year.
Well, that's the one thing about this program the last several years is that they have such a great dynamic of younger student athletes that come through here. And you need 3 or 4 per class, and obviously this class of 2025 has had a lot of success on the volleyball court and now springboard into the basketball season. So, yeah, when you only have 3 seniors and you're 12-0, that says a lot about where your program's at and where you're going to be eventually.
Yep, and welcome on into the Woods Household pregame show. As I said, doing things a little bit different there because I got the mic set up for my main man, Mike Verlager, and don't always work out perfect timing-wise to get everything set up, but very cool to be able to give those seniors the love. Parents will be able to go back and kind of watch that forever, but it's Chris Bachman, it's Bubba McLean. It is the Woods Household pregame show. Sacred Heart coming in at 12-0, 0 losses in conference play. St. Charles coming in at 12-3, only 1 loss in conference play. Sacred Heart wins tonight. They're essentially going to, all but lock up a conference title, Bubba, but this St. Charles team, they joined the conference 4 years ago. They've won it 4 straight years, and so they're coming into tonight expecting to win, and we know how important that is when it comes to high school sports and student athletes.
Absolutely. They have a very proud tradition over at St. Charles. Coach Williams has been there for a bit. He's had a lot of success, and like you said, the previous 4 years of this year, they've won the conference, so there's a lot to be played for tonight on the score. Obviously, Sacred Heart undefeated 12-0 against a 12-3 team that has played over the last week. Sacred Heart hasn't played in over a week because of school being shut down and all that. Glad to see everybody back healthy and everything, so on and so forth. But, yeah, there's something to be said about not playing for a week as well. St. Charles is going to come in here. They're going to do what they do. It's a pretty good environment in here tonight. It's senior night, so there's a lot of, I guess, emotion as well if you're Sacred Heart. But to not be able to play for a week, that says a lot about kind of how this game needs to start for Sacred Heart tonight. When you don't play for a week, you haven't had your legs, you haven't been able to practice as much as you would like to. So the first 4, 5, 6 minutes, especially that first quarter, might be kind of a feeling out process for Sacred Heart to kind of see where they're at in terms of their, first of all, their conditioning, their legs, so on and so forth. But I expect nothing but a great game. And like Sacred Heart being 12-0 like we talked about, they have something to prove tonight. They have something that they feel like belongs to them, is that conference championship. And in order to be able to get that goal or to accomplish that goal, they have to beat St. Charles tonight. So first things first, win this game tonight. You kind of control your own destiny from there.
Yeah, it's kind of wild to think with all the runs that they've been on the last couple years that they haven't won a conference championship. But again, that's how good St. Charles has been. And then St. Charles is kind of been in a brutal district themselves, or regional, the last couple years. But it's the Woods Household pregame show. One of the things we do is take a look at that Mid-Michigan Sports Network Roundup, brought to you by Clark Modular Homes. Start with Beale City. The boys are 13-4. The girls 8-9, playing a ridiculously tough schedule. Sacred Heart girls 12-0 here. The boys are 14-2. Ithaca, the boys are 14-4. The girls are 5-10. Clare, the boys are 8-10. The girls 10-6. Shepherd, the boys are 4-14. We'll see them tomorrow night versus Standish Sterling. The girls are 13-4. And Mount Pleasant, the boys are 11-5. The girls are 10-5. Unfortunate, just found out next week we were going to have a great matchup with Shepherd and Sacred Heart Academy girls basketball, two of the best teams in the area. That won't happen anymore because Sacred Heart Academy will now be playing Vesterberg next Wednesday because they got to make things up, because it's crazy to, if I say this, Bubba, there's only 2 weeks left in the boys' season, only 3 weeks left in the girls' season. It just seems crazy. Most of the time it seems like basketball kind of drags on. Football goes so fast. Kind of seems like basketball has gone really, really fast this year, doesn't it?
It really does. We're already going to be, after the end of this week, we're going to be halfway through February with it being a short month, and obviously March Madness is kind of here, short and sweet in terms of the end of the season. So, yeah, I mean, it's gone by really, really fast. You had alluded to football going fast, and this year just seems like basketball, there wasn't a whole lot of breaks. I mean, we play now over the Christmas break. We had the backyard brawl, so yeah, with Sacred Heart being off all last week, it's like it's even going that much faster. So now, unfortunately, they had to cancel that game with Shepherd, and they got to make up those conference games so you can get back into the swing of things, because they're down 3 games. They're 12-0. They've played 12 games. St. Charles has played 15 games. So you got to make those up somehow, and unfortunately, that's kind of the collateral damage is the Shepherd Sacred Heart game.
Talk about the lessons these kids learn playing high school sports. You know, you look at what your boys and girls had to do last Friday at Mount Pleasant. There was a water main break. Hey, 3 o'clock, we're switching things up, going over to Midland Dow, playing at your rival. But the life lessons they learn from that are going to go a long way. Same with these Sacred Heart kids having to roll out these games the next couple weeks. We're going to roll out a commercial break here on the Woods Household pregame show. When we come back, it's Chris Spotman, Bubba McLean. Talk about the starting lineup for this Irish girls basketball team, some of the young studs they've got, and we'll talk about the keys to victory. It is 12-3 St. Charles, 12-0 Sacred Heart Academy. Tip coming up here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network.
Let's face it, home appliances are a major investment. So when you shop for appliances, you not only want a quality product, you also want service after the sale. Woods Household has an in-store service department that will repair your appliance in your home right away. So no useless phone calls to a big box store hoping to get some answers. And no waiting for weeks to get a repair on your appliance. Shop the Woods way. We take care of our customers.
Pure sportsmanship is the most important thing in high school sports. When it comes to your home or business, Pure Plumbing just might be the most important thing. If your plumbing isn't pure, don't worry, no one needs to see the other angle. For Pure Plumbing, call 989-644-8928 or visit mipureplumbing.com. All Seasons Fireworks is a big fan of all the athletes, coaches, officials, and volunteers who make high school sports happen. To make your next event bigger and brighter, stop by All Seasons Fireworks on M20 in Mount Pleasant. Graduations, birthdays, weddings, or a big win become more memorable underneath a night sky lit up by the magic of fireworks. All Seasons Fireworks on M20 in Mount Pleasant. Weber Brothers Sawmill has been in the sawmill and logging business since 1950. Weber Brothers Sawmill buys standing timber and logs all over central and northern Michigan with National Hardwood Lumber Association certification. You can be assured of a professional job, from the marking and cruising of your woods through the harvest. Weber Brothers Sawmill is a proud supporter of our local high school student athletes.
Bill's Custom Fab can handle any job you need, from large-scale steel building projects to fixing your favorite stainless serving pan. Bill's Custom Fab can weld and fabricate anything. Call today at 989-772-5817 or stop by on Gover Parkway in Mount Pleasant. Good luck to all of our local athletes from Bill's Custom Fab.
Hey guys, it's Tanya from Clark Modular Homes. I'm here to talk to you today about who we are and what we do. Clark's opened in 1983 and has been centrally located right here in Mount Pleasant, Michigan. We have one of the largest display centers with around 12 to 15 homes on display all year round. We have a fully experienced staff. We also have an in-house project manager who can pull our permits and coordinate our job from start to finish. We are proud to have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. We are our own contractor, making it a one-stop shop for you for your home building needs. As the owner would say, we can do it all.
Konwinski Construction offers a full range of construction services on small and large projects. Konwinski Construction is a leader in the community and are proud to support those student athletes who will be leading our community tomorrow. Konwinski Construction on Gover Parkway, Mount Pleasant.
Let's head back to the action on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network.
Welcome back inside the Woods Household pregame show from our Barberry Law Studios, built by Konwinski Construction. More love going out to Gates Drilling and Service, Bill's Custom Fab, the Bird All-American Grill, Clark Modular Homes, Weefrich Financial, Woods Household, our friends at J&J Auto, Mount Pleasant Heating and AC, Weber Brothers Sawmill, Mumford Oil and Gas Supply, ENS Graphics, and GNS Mechanical. Chris Bachman alongside Bubba McLean. Bubba, when you talk about the stars, Sacred Heart Academy, Sophie Haupt, Sierra Wilshide, Chelsea Lynch, Karis Terwilliger, along with Ava Sweet. Then it's crazy to think how good this team is, but then you look, there's a freshman, 2 sophomores in that starting lineup. Again, it is just scary to think how good this team is, how good this team continues to be. You go back to the days of Denoyles, the days of Damon Brown, and Coach Dorr has really carried on that tradition, hasn't he?
Well, they don't rebuild, they reload. I mean, these got girls in the gym all the times, and again, they have success in other sports, and I think when you have a success in other sports, I think that helps with like softball, for example, with Coach Wheaton, what he's doing in football as well, with what Coach Davis does in volleyball. I mean, these kids see that success and they want to be a part of it, so they know how to win. Now, does that transition all the time? No, but at Sacred Heart it does, because, I mean, the families that they have, the coaching that they have, the systems that they have in place has allowed for that success to happen, because they always make themselves available as coaches to get these kids in. And whether it's travel volleyball or travel softball or travel basketball, I mean, these kids are all in, and you see that, the fruits of their labor, and you see the success on the court. So, yeah, Sacred Heart they're always going to be good. They're always going to be competitive. It doesn't matter what sport it is. They're just, like I said, they don't rebuild. They reload around here.
Yep, and as far as players to watch out for, you've got Nicole Zelenko, Allison Zelenko. I don't remember the name of their older sister, but she had 34, 36 points in this game last year here at Sacred Heart Academy to help St. Charles win their 4th consecutive conference championship. So definitely 2 girls you want to watch out for. The Dinagers, there's a couple of those on the team. Whenever you see a couple Hafners on the team, whenever you see those sister combinations, those brother combinations, those cousin combinations, you know they've played a lot of sports together. That can really be a big deal. But Sacred Heart Academy, Sophie Haupt, Chelsea Lynch, Callie Smith being honored as the seniors out there. You talked about the success they've had. They've won a state championship in volleyball. They've made some deep, deep runs in softball. You say the words championship pedigree, it sounds annoying, but it's just such a true thing.
I mean, just look at the banners in the school.
Yes.
I mean, all the different, 23 state championships and however many finals appearances that Sacred Heart has had. And, I mean, it just goes to show that they kind of breed excellence around here. So, yeah, it's going to be exciting. But, again, you talked about the Zelenko girls from St. Charles, her sister. I mean, had a legendary career over there. I think she's playing in college. I don't remember exactly where, but I remember hearing the name. But you got one sister who's a junior, one who's a freshman. So, and they have a couple freshmen, a couple sophomores on their roster. So I'm excited to see and watching them all. They all have good skill set out there. They're all able to catch and shoot, and they got nice release. They got nice nice bounce on their jump shot. So I'm excited to see these 2 teams get after. And again, I already talked about it once. Sacred Heart hasn't played in over a week, so there's going to be a process for Sacred Heart throughout the course of this game, especially in those first couple minutes, because you haven't played in 8, 9, 10 days, whatever it is. It's one thing to not play for 2 or 3, not to play for almost 2 weeks. You got to get yourself self-motivated sometimes. That internal clock in you has got to be the one that's got to be like, you know what, we need to get going here. So, yeah, anxious to see Sacred Heart tonight and kind of how they rebound from the last couple weeks off.
Give me 2 keys to victory for Sacred Heart Academy going into this game.
Well, the first one's going to be conditioning for Sacred Heart. I mean, how are they conditioning-wise? Can they adhere to the pressure that we might see from St. Charles? And then they just got to be able to make shots. I mean, whether it's the bunnies inside, a couple three-pointers here and there, but and I'll even go one more. They got to be able to get back in transition as well. Because, again, if you're Coach Williams over at St. Charles, you got to press them a little bit. I don't mean press as far as full court press, but put pressure on them to kind of get back on defense to see how their conditioning is, how their legs are, and kind of go from there.
Yep, love thanks to more of our sponsors. Bryce Updegraff and Joe Wentworth, Bradium Realty, Robin Stressman and Associates, JJ Painting, Martinez Lawn Care, Central Michigan Sand and Gravel, Block Electric, The Diner, All Seasons Fireworks, Bryant Family Farms, Pier Plumbing, Isabella Bank, and the official embroiderer of the Mid-Michigan Sports Network, Hanging by a Thread, along with our friends at Mount Pleasant Public Schools. They're hiring bus drivers right now. They also need subs and parapros. Get signed up to be a bus driver. Go to mtpleasantschools.net. There's paid training, full bennies for those bus drivers as well. And I actually substitute taught last week at Mount Pleasant Middle School. If you're somebody out there that's looking for that part-time job, maybe the second job, it's not a bad gig to have. And I tell you what, those middle school kids, they even put up with me. If I can do it, anybody can do it. But I've had you do it every time. I'll make you do it again. You work there. What's it like working at Mount Pleasant Public Schools?
I mean, again, I'm born here, raised here, went to school there. I've been in the school system now for a number of years. I coach 3 sports. There's no place else I'd rather be. I just feel like our student body is great. We got a great administrative team. It's just there's a lot of extracurricular activities for the kids as well. But just to work there, like you said, there's paid training, there's great health insurance, there's great benefits. There's great opportunities to volunteer for other things. So, yeah, check it out. I mean, it's well worth if you're looking for a job, especially someone right out of college who isn't exactly sure what they want to do. I mean, there's so many different avenues that you can go at Mount Pleasant Public School. So, yeah, I'm a huge proponent of getting more and more people there because we are always short-staffed, especially paraprofessional positions. I mean, there's a lot of openings right now throughout the district. So get on that website, apply.
All right, mtpleasantschools.net. We're going to take a break, come back, opening lineup. Our starting lineup, opening tip, maybe the national anthem as well. We'll be back right after this. It is the Woods Household pregame show here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network.
Bill's Custom Fab can handle any job you need, from large-scale steel building projects to fixing your favorite stainless serving pan. Bill's Custom Fab can weld and fabricate anything. Call today at 989-772-5817 or stop by on Gover Parkway in Mount Pleasant. Good luck to all of our local athletes from Bill's Custom Fab.
Jenna Gates
and Kyle Gates here. We are the 5th generation with Gates Drilling and Service.
We've been serving our friends and neighbors in Michigan since 1893.
We have the latest and greatest well drilling technology, allowing us to put in wells where others can't.
Lake lots and tight spaces are no problem.
From our family to yours, thank you, and call at 989-772-7841 for all your well drilling and service needs.
Gates Drilling and Service, where Gates goes, water flows.
When your team or business needs to look good, don't get left hanging. Call or stop by Hanging by a Thread in Wademan, the official embroiderers for the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. Hanging by a Thread, a proud supporter of local schools. The Diner, where homemade favorites come to life every day for breakfast and lunch. From fluffy pancakes to savory sandwiches, The Diner has your cravings covered. Discover the perfect blend of comfort food and camaraderie at The Diner. Join them every Friday night till 7 for their famous fish fry. The Diner on North Mission, Mount Pleasant. Mumford Oil and Gas Supply is your one-stop shop for top quality products and procurement in the Michigan oil and gas industry. With over 45 years of experience and a strong commitment to customer satisfaction, Mumford Oil and Gas Supply delivers the best solutions for your oil and gas production, drilling, and service needs. If you need it, Mumford Oil and Gas Supply can get it. Visit them on Fancher today or give them a call at 989-317-8582. Central Michigan Sand and Gravel, just like our student athletes, they bring it. If you need sand or gravel, they bring it to you with fast service and a great price. For all of your sand and gravel needs, call Central Michigan Sand and Gravel today at 989-382-7089. Central Michigan Sand and Gravel, a proud supporter of our student athletes competing for their schools.
J&J Auto in Wademan is Mid-Michigan's elite automotive repair shop. J&J Auto offers complete collision repair and mechanical repair. Stop by on Wademan Road or call them today at 989-644-8908. J&J Auto, proud supporters of high school student athletes.
Bryant Family Farms would like to wish everyone good luck on the field and on the court. Bryant Family Farms offers maple syrup, mums, pumpkins, beef, goats, and fresh cut flowers with you-pick, bouquet arrangements, and subscription flowers. Bryant Family Farms, 3.5 miles south of the casino on South Leeton Road. Visit BryantFF.com or call 989-304-1201. Get your yard ready for spring and summer with Martinez Lawn Care. Martinez Lawn Care is scheduling spring cleanups now, along with bush and tree trimming, landscaping needs, and scheduled mowing services. Find Martinez Lawn Care on Facebook or call them at 989-317-5536.
Let's head back to the action on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network.
Welcome back to it here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. Starters being introduced right now for the St. Charles Bulldogs. When the lights go off, we will turn things back over to Mike Verlager as he introduces the starters for Sacred Heart Academy, and Bubba McLean shotting down everything for St. Charles. We'll get to that all after we come back from a really great introductions here from Mr. Mike Verlager.
Assisted by Shane Hurston.
Inside the Barbary Law Studios, and what an introduction there from Mike Verlager and the senior starting lineup. So I had it a little bit wrong. Run through those 5 starters for both teams real quick for us, Bubba.
For St. Charles, you got Zelenko, freshman, Harger, junior, Hafner, a senior, Zelenko, the other Zelenko, junior, and Riley Cornford, number 23, is a senior. And then for Sacred Heart, you got Hauk, Lynch, Terwilliger, Smith, and Jones.
And the tip is going to be won by Sacred Heart Academy. It goes to Sophie Hauk. Right back to Chelsea Lynch. She'll launch the 3. And so much for the rust, as Bubba McLean was talking about. She reigns in the 3 right away, and here comes the pressure from Sacred Heart Academy. Across the half-court line easily is Nicole Zelenko, the freshman. Again, when you see a freshman handling the ball right away, that just kind of tells you about the player she's going to be.
Absolutely. You got to have trust in those young kids.
Gets it back. Quick pass down low. It's tipped by Savannah Jones into the hands of Karis Terwilliger. Terwilliger ahead with the right to left-handed dribble. Looks to go baseline. She's stopped by Zelenko. Up top it goes to Lynch. Thought about the 3 again. Over to Hauk. She'll launch it. Off the rim. No good. Going up for the rebound is a Bulldog and a Lady Irish. She'll go out of bounds. Last touch by Riley Cornford. So it'll stay here with Sacred Heart Academy. 7:20 left to go here in the first quarter. 3-0 Irish girls with the lead on the Chelsea Lynch three-pointer. Want to get it into Savannah Jones off the inbounds. Instead, they kick it way out to Karis Terwilliger. She drives nice through the defense. Lefty layup is good. You don't see many plays like that in girls' high school hoops, Bubba, and that's not knocking anybody else. That's giving love to Karis Terwilliger.
She's special. We all saw what she did at the Backyard Brawl this year. She completely took that game over.
Yeah, I think she had 22 or 24 in the first half. Here comes the 3 from the Bulldogs. No good off the back of the rim. That was Allison Zelenko, the junior, with that shot. It's going to be a foul on the rebound. Nice box out from the Irish girls will create it. Here comes pressure from the Bulldogs. And this is the one thing, St. Charles isn't scared to pressure Sacred Heart. A lot of other teams in the MSAC might be scared to do so. They've beat them the last few years. They're not afraid to come in here and take on this highly touted Irish girls team.
Well, they're just running a little token full court pressure right now. It's not like they're going to come trap or anything. They're just kind of seeing what Sacred Heart does. It takes them out of their offense for a split second. If you're Sacred Heart, though, you just stick with what works.
Lynch has it, swings it over to Hauk. It's almost taken away from her. Good hustle from Sophie Hauk to get it. Now she passes it down to Callie Smith. She looks to go baseline. It's not there. Passes it back out to Hauk. Around the perimeter goes to Williger. Looks for the floater in the lane, and she gets it to go. What a start offensively for the Irish girls. It is 7-0.
Sophie Hauk with all 3 assists so far tonight, too, I believe.
Wow. And you can see the banner at the top of the screen. This Sunday, Maury Gymnastics Center open house from 2 to 5 p.m. Jessica Vautrin, big part of what goes on there, along with Eric Spindler and the Maury team over there. So go check that out if you got some time. Sunday, a couple Sacred Heart girls battling for a rebound. It goes out of bounds. Seems crazy that Gymnastics Center, it's already been a year that's been open over there.
I still have yet to go over there.
Well, this Sunday, open house, 2 to 5. Great chance for a 1-year anniversary. Nice little extra plug there you allowed me to get in. Ball goes way up top. Here comes a three-pointer from the Bulldogs. A couple steps outside the line. It's going to be an air ball. No good. That was Kendall Harger with the shot there. 7-0 is the score. Irish girls lead it. 5:55 left to go. These two teams have already played earlier this year. It was a 49-40 victory for the Irish girls.
Well, if you're Coach Dewar, you can't start any better than what you have right now.
Chelsea Lynch gets it in the middle to Terwilliger. She looks to get to the right side of the hoop again. Kicks it out to Sophie Hauk, and she drains it.
Timeout.
The rust is not there for the Irish girls. That was just a timeout by the official. I think he saw a coin on the floor, just might have pocketed himself. So making a little extra dough out here. And talking about working for Mount Pleasant, that's another thing. More officials are needed in the area for all types of sports as well. If you like being involved in high school sports, I always talk about the best seat in the house, brought to you by Woods Household. Well, those officials got it out there on the floor in the action. Kick out 3 for Zelenko. This one deep. It banks in. The Bulldogs needed that, and they got it right there on the bank in from Zelenko. Terwilliger now into the front court. Swings it over to Sophie Hauk. 2-3 zone look from the Bulldogs. Goes down low to Callie Smith. Smith turns, kicks it out to Lynch. Back to Hauk. She thought about the 3. Instead, looks to swing in the corner to Savannah Jones. Nice catch from Jones over there in the corner.
Good cut.
Nice pass to Sophie Hauk down low. She can't get the bunny to go. She wants that one back. Rebound goes to the Bulldogs. Swing it way ahead here in the front court to Olivia Hafner. Now they drop it back to Allison Zelenko. Here's the freshman Zelenko launching another 3. This one off the glass, but no good this time. Terwilliger with the rebound. Mishandles it for a moment, but is able to regather it as she brings it into the front court. Goes down low to Savannah Jones. Sierra Wilshide set to check back into the game. Lynch has it to Callie Smith in the corner. Hauk. She's going to crank up the triple try. It's good.
Great ball movement.
What a start for the Irish girls. It's 12-3, 3.5 minutes into the ball game, and Andre Williams knows his team's playing good, but there's not much you can do when you got Chelsea Lynch, Sophie Hauk, and Karis Terwilliger all starting on fire. 12-3 the score. Bulldogs with the basketball. Olivia Hafner with it. Kicks it in the corner. Harger looking to drive. Looks for the scoop up and under. What a lay-in right there from Kendall Harger as she gets the reverse layup to go, using a little bit of English off the glass. 12-5 the score, halfway through the first quarter. Chelsea Lynch to Terwilliger. She's open, top of the key. You can't do that. Terwilliger makes it 15-5. And again, Bulldogs aren't playing bad. 5 points halfway through a quarter is not bad, but on fire are the Irish girls. Lynch with a 3, Hauk with a 3, Terwilliger with the 3. And Terwilliger, I believe, has got 7 already.
Yeah, Sacred Heart's hit 3 threes already.
What a start. Sweet checking into the game.
Great
Sierra
start.
Wilshide checking into the game. So now your 5 Irish girls. Sierra Wilshide, Karis Terwilliger, Sophie Hauk, Savannah Jones, and Ava Sweet. Ball goes into the front court to Terwilliger. Gets it down low to Sweet. She looks to put up the shot. She's going to draw the foul on the play.
So that pressure, obviously, if you're watching on Facebook Live or whatever on the network, you're seeing that they're taking that pressure that's just to take the ball out to Terwilliger's hands. Great job by Hauk, though, to identify that, and then she just saw Karis flashing in the middle, and Karis did the rest, and now Sweet's up to the line. Makes her
Sweet first free throw is good. The freshman is going to be an absolute star. Again, you take her, Wilshide, and Terwilliger. If you're Coach Dore, you're going to have them for the next 3 years. It is just crazy. Sweet knocks them both down. 16-5 the score. We've got another Timeout coming from St. Charles. And you know what? We'll keep it right here. Give me some moments to thank some more of our sponsors. Kenneth Egger, DDS, Fisher Companies, WW Construction, Bogwai Banga and Bradley, Gross Farms and Brad Gross Electric, Shavers, Bait and Sporting Goods, Almost Up North and Stitches for Britches, Notre Dame's Food Center, Doozy's Ice Cream Place, Boomer's Lawn Care, Mid-Michigan Industries, Barry Funeral Home, and the Isabella Community Sportsplex. And when I got a guy like you or a guy like Mike Terwilliger on the air with me, I think it's more fun to keep it here. And I think I've been doing well. You know, everybody that I talk to, all the advertisers, things going pretty darn good. Over 500,000 views or so on Facebook already.
Congrats.
So,
wow.
Hey, that's not even. I give that love to the guys. That's the players and the coaches. I'm just the jackwagon who's on here talking on the radio. When these kids go out here and play their hearts out, I think people are going to tune in, and so I have no problem being here talking on the air. But again, it's all about these kids and what they're able to do, and what a start for Sacred Heart Academy. 17-5, 17 points in 4 minutes and 29 seconds of a quarter. That's unreal.
I give Sacred Heart a lot of credit because they're coming out with a lot of energy. They don't look like they're under duress of any kind. You can tell they've been chomping at the bit to want to get out on the court for the last 10 days. So this is a great start. You can't ask for anything better if you're Coach Durr.
And that was one of your big keys was the fatigue. How's this game going to start? Fatigue's not going to matter if you're up by 20-25 at halftime. You're able to relax a little bit maybe in that second half. And that's not what you want out of the timeout right there. A turnover as the ball goes out of bounds. Pass a little too loose going to the sideline there. 17-5 remains the score, 3:21 left.
One thing I've always taught, and whether it's boys or girls, throw it at their face, they're going to catch it. I mean, you can't throw it out. You can't throw it at their feet. You can't throw it above their head. Just throw it at them. We're going to have to go catch it.
Into the front court, Sophie Hauck on the dribble for the Irish girls. To Terwilliger near the half-court line. She's going to be met by two Bulldogs. Picks up her dribble, works it over to Wilshire. She's able to launch the three-pointer. That one's no good, an air ball. I think that was due, though, because they were so on fire. It's about time there was a miss out there. It comes from the sophomore Wilshire. Under 3 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. 17-5 remains the score. Allison Zelenko, the junior, bringing it up across the half-court line for the Bulldogs.
I think for your Sacred Heart, though, offensively, you just got to keep moving the ball. Get the ball to the middle, attack the gap on that zone, get some open shots. You don't necessarily, you're up 12, you don't have to take a great backdoor cut.
Nice cut, Zelenko with the lay-in. 17-7 again. So 12-3 Bulldog team, four-time defending conference champions. They are not going to take this game lightly. They win here. They still need a little bit of help. Well, actually, no, pardon me. They both only got one loss. They win here and win out, and it's going to be a tie for the conference championship. Sacred Heart wins. They're going to go up 2 games in the MSAC. Ava Sweet with the ball, drives in, puts up the floater, no good. Zelenko is there for the rebound. That's Allison Zelenko. She'll bring it up across the timeline for the Bulldogs. 17-7 the score, 2:10 left, first quarter. Up top it goes, swing it further over. Fitting now with the ball. Back up top, it's now the freshman Nicole Zelenko with the basketball. Looks to put a move on Sophie Hauck. In the lane, it's knocked away by Sweet. Zelenko's able to recover it. Sweet knocks it away once again. Wilshire and Fitting, it's a tie-up. Jump ball will keep it here with St. Charles, but great hustle out there defensively from the Irish girls.
It's the same for that nice backdoor cut. It's just Sacred Heart just needs to just do what they do. Move the ball around the perimeter, get the ball in the middle, see how they collapse down, reverse the ball out, try to get to the short corner, attack the gap. You're going to get any shot you want.
Nice inbounds play. Wide open for the lay-in is Kendall Harger. And it seems like that's something that's happening more and more with the girls' game. You try and set up one of your post players with the easy laying off the inbounds. And then if it doesn't work, you got that player throw it to out towards the half-court line. Pass a little too tall for Sweet down low. It goes out of bounds. 17-9, 1:42 left in the fourth quarter. If you're the Bulldogs, you get a basket here, you get another stop. Yep. You go into the end of the first quarter, say it's 17-11, you're going to feel pretty good about it. Because remember, it was 17-5. Ball on the perimeter. Harger has it. Over to Zelenko, the junior Zelenko. You'll hear me say the freshman Zelenko and the junior Zelenko a lot here tonight. The freshman Zelenko now with it. Drives in the lane. Kicks it out to Fitting. Fitting with the left-handed drive. It's not there. Back out on the perimeter it goes. The junior Zelenko with the short jumper. She gets it to go. Big basket right there to make it 17-11. 1:11 left in the first quarter. Terwilliger into the front court. Passes it in the corner to Ava Sweet. Up top to Sophie Hauck. Now back to Terwilliger. Over to Wilshire. She puts up the 15-footer. No good. In and out. Zelenko with the rebound. The junior races ahead with the dribble. Thought about stopping and popping on the deep three. Instead, they'll get the ball down low to Fitting. Foul call is going to go against Ava Sweet. That last time out from Coach Andre Williams has been a big deal.
Well, they were pressing early on. They were just forcing shots. They weren't really looking the ball in when the passes were. They're running kind of that dribble drive motion that we've heard about, the last 15, 20 years, whatever it is. Just trying to attack the gap. They're trying to get Sacred Heart to close out. They're trying to get 2-on-1 matchups. There's that same out-of-bounds play.
Turn, shot up, no good. Great defense played out there by Maddie Anderson to force the miss. St. Charles gets the offensive rebound, though, because of the junior Zelenko. Up top it goes, with it is Harger. Over to the freshman, Nicole Zelenko. Cut in the middle. Blocked by Terwilliger from behind, but it's going to be a foul call. Terwilliger maybe a little too aggressive on that, and that's one of those things. Zelenko did a good job keeping the ball low, and that kind of forced Terwilliger to kind of drop the hammer, I'll say, and easy foul call there. 30 seconds left to go. You could say the Bulldogs have weathered the storm. 17-11 the score. It was 17-5 halfway through the first quarter. First free throw, no good from the junior, Allison Zelenko.
If you're Karis, you need to know better in that situation, too. You need to stay vertical with your hands. Anytime you bring your hands down to the body, the officials are going to call that 9 out of 10 times.
And it's going to be a lane violation before the shot. That is the rarity. Before the shot, you see it. Zelenko won't get another free throw attempt. The score remains 17-11 with 30 seconds left to go. Chelsea Lynch will bring the ball into the front court for the Irish girls.
Clearly, they're trying to keep the ball out to Terwilliger's hand.
Wilshide has it. Now to Terwilliger. He's going to dribble it towards the middle. Swings it over to Maddie Anderson. Anderson looks to drive. She's going to get called for the travel. She wanted to drop the ball down to Sweet, but the pass was there initially. Then a defender jumped in the way, so she hesitated and shuffled the feet. 18.
She had the baseline, too. The girl didn't really commit all the way, and she kind of was caught in no man's land.
5 seconds left to go. The freshman Zelenko with it. Kicks it in the corner to the junior Zelenko for the buzzer beater. It's good! Woo! 17-14 at the end of the quarter. A 9-0 run for the Bulldogs to end the first quarter. We're going to take a break. You knew it was going to be this good. We'll be back with more right after this on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network.
Konwinski Construction offers a full range of construction services on small and large projects. Konwinski Construction is a leader in the community and are proud to support those student athletes who will be leading our community tomorrow. Konwinski Construction on Gover Parkway, Mount Pleasant. Mount Pleasant Heating and Air Conditioning has been family-owned and serving Mid-Michigan since 1962. They're dedicated to providing the best possible solution for your home or business. Mount Pleasant Heating and Air Conditioning is locally owned and supports our local community. For all of your heating and air conditioning needs, call Mount Pleasant Heating and Air Conditioning at 989-772-2881.
Let's head back to the action on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network.
Welcome back inside our Barberry Law Studios, built by Konwinski Construction. Start of the second quarter, Chris Spotman alongside Jason Bubba McLean. It is 17-14. It was 17-5 Irish, then a timeout. Great timeout from head coach Andre Williams. Kind of got his team settled down. They got right back into this game. What was your thoughts on the first quarter, Bubba?
Pretty even after that first 5 minutes. I mean, it was 17-5, and then all of a sudden it was kind of a game of runs there. I mean, both teams came out. Both were 6 for 11 from the floor in the first half. Sacred Heart was 3 for 5 from 3, and St. Charles was 2 for 6 from 3. So it's a really evenly matched game so far. It was an exciting first quarter.
17-14 the score. Irish girls will start with the basketball. Far pass over to Callie Smith. They're going to swing it back up top. It's going to be a little bit too tall. They're trying to swing the basketball back up top to Miss Brooke Neff, who's into the game for the Irish girls. It's Sophie Hauk, it's Neff, it's Chelsea Lynch, it's Maddie Anderson, and Callie Smith to start this second quarter. 7:45 left in the quarter. The freshman Nicole Zelenko with the basketball. Bulldogs trailing 17-14, but they did trail 17-5, a 9-0 run, or pardon me, an 8-0 run. Yeah, no, 9-0 run. That Shepherd math coming back to haunt me. 9-0 run to end that first quarter. 17-14 the count as the Bulldogs take their time now working around the perimeter. Top it goes to Hafner, further over to Zelenko. She up fakes, looks to drive the lane. Great help defense from Callie Smith as she just shuts the door on Zelenko. Kick it out the freshman Zelenko. She wants a three and she rains it in. Nicole Zelenko ties the game at 17 apiece. 7 minutes left in the second quarter. Neff brings the ball into the front court. Picks up her dribble, gets it off to Chelsea Lynch. Lynch will dribble into the middle of the lane. Kick it over to Sophie Hauk. She'll drop it down low to Callie Smith, but it's stolen away. Great defense by Riley Cornford. Now the Bulldogs set the chance to take the lead. A 12-0 run for St. Charles. Again, this team has won 4 straight conference titles. Kick it out. Three-pointer does not go up from St. Charles. Pass in the middle lane. It's knocked away. Coming up with the steal is going to be Callie Smith. Drop it off to Chelsea Lynch. Lynch brings it into the front court for the Irish girls. Now to Sophie Hauk it goes. Hauk fakes it one way, goes in the middle to Callie Smith. Looking for the backdoor cut. It's not there. Kick it out. Here comes the three-pointer from Maddie Anderson. A little long, no good. Sophie Hauk battling for the rebound with Allison Zelenko. Possession error will give it to St. Charles. Savannah Jones checking back into the game for Sacred Heart Academy.
If you're Sacred Heart, you need to see that ball go in the basket, whether it's a free throw, an easy layup, an outside shot, whatever it is, because you're going on about 7 minutes of game time without scoring. So this is a check time for Sacred Heart here. They got to get a stop on defense, and they got to get something easy on offense, because St. Charles is not making it easy now for them defensively.
17-17 the score. Great pass down low there for the lay-in is Allison Zelenko. 19-17, the Bulldogs go in front. Lynch across there, Hauk across the half-court line for the Irish girls. Goes in the middle to Chelsea Lynch. She looks for the back door. It's not there. Kick it out to Callie Smith. She swings it over to Hauk. She up fakes. Up top to Chelsea Lynch. Lynch looks to drive in the lane, puts up the right-handed runner. No good. There for the rebound is Callie Smith. Her putback is no good, but she draws the foul. You talked about something needed to happen. Chelsea Lynch sensed that, made that drive right there. She didn't get the basket to go, but she created something for her teammate off the rebound. Now Callie Smith is at the charity stripe. 19-17 the score. 5:28 left to go in the second quarter. It was 17-5 Irish. Since then, it's been all Bulldogs. Smith can't get that free throw to go. Karis DeWilliger checks back into the game. She'll replace Brooke Neff. It's your 5 Irish girls out there. It's Chelsea Lynch, Savannah Jones, Callie Smith, Karis DeWilliger, and Sophie Hauk. Another free throw on deck here for Smith. The second one also drops out. As you said, Bubby, they just need to see the ball go into basket right now at this point. Zelenko into the front court, guarding her is Karis Terwilliger. She knocks it away from her. Terwilliger looks to dive for the steal. Great hustle from Zelenko. They get it up ahead, but you see the difference that Terwilliger can make on defense there.
Oh, yeah.
Pass up top, knocked away.
There.
Hauk comes up with the steal. Hauk will bring it into the front court, 19-17. First positive possession on either side of the ball, it feels like, for the Irish girls this quarter.
Up top. You get 13 back in the game, good things are going to happen.
Hauk kicks it in the corner. Lynch for a three. This would be big. Off the rim, no good. Callie Smith skies the rebound. Out to Terwilliger. She wants a three. That's no good off the front of the rim. Terwilliger gets her own rebound. Looks to bring it back up top. It's knocked away, but she will retain possession. Looks to drive with the left hand. Takes it in. She's going to be fouled on the play. You know, one thing I will bring up, you talked about the conditioning. Maybe that's something that, you know, we haven't really noticed watching them because all these girls are playing really hard.
Yeah.
But maybe that first 5 minutes, a little gas now are the Irish girls after that fantastic start.
Well, that's one thing I've been watching to see if they're pulling on their shorts, if they're huffing and puffing. They're really not at this point in the game. Again, you kind of get that first quarter, you kind of got off of adrenaline. Now you're settling into the game. Now you're kind of getting through that first little part where you were kind of maybe worried about it. But if you're St. Charles, you got to feel pretty excited right now because you're kind of taking control of this game right now.
Terwilliger with the shot, in and out, no good. Again, there's a lid on the rim for the Irish girls. They've gone about an entire quarter now without scoring as there's 4:15 left in the second. It's 19, still 17 for the Irish girls. Ball goes up to the freshman, Nicole Zelenko. Does not look like a freshman. Here comes the triple try from St. Charles. Shot no good. Zelenko looks to save it, the junior Zelenko, but it goes into the hands of Sophie Hauk. Hauk will turn and bring it ahead across the Irish logo for Sacred Heart Academy to set up the offensive attack. 2-3 zone look still for the Bulldogs. Chelsea Lynch has it, looks to go to Terwilliger. It's almost knocked away.
Nice
Get it
pass.
down low. Nice pass. Savannah Jones turns. Again, the lid on the rim. She can't get it to go. Lynch with the rebound. Her putback, again, no good. 19-17, still the score. Foul in the backcourt goes against Terwilliger, a mistake she knows she cannot make.
That's 2 on her, too. She's got to stay on the court.
3:31 left in our second quarter. 19-17 Bulldogs with the lead. The Irish girls led it 17-15 with 4:30 left in the first quarter. They have gone an entire quarter and a minute game time without scoring a single point.
14-0 run. And maybe something that he might want to do, Coach Stewart, is maybe put Terwilliger in the middle of that zone, because then everybody else is going to collapse down on her. That might leave girls open.
Hafner puts up the three-pointer, or pardon me, Harger puts up the three-pointer. It is no good. Savannah Jones with the rebound. Gets it ahead to Karis Terwilliger. Terwilliger to the front court. Left-hand dribble being guarded by the freshman Zelenko in the 2-3 zone. They get it to Hauk. In the middle, it goes to Terwilliger in the zone. Gets around the defender, into the lane, lays it up and good. Bubba, it's like you should be a coach or something like that.
Yeah, maybe. I just feel like getting her in the middle of that zone is going to allow everyone else to kind of freely space on offense, and then all 5 girls for St. Charles need to know where 13 is every time she touches the ball.
Zelenko has it, goes in the corner. Ball goes up top now. It's fitting with the drive. Go in the middle of the junior Zelenko, now out to the freshman Zelenko, looking for the step back, swatted away. Great defense from Ava Sweet. Now they go off to Terwilliger, and now some momentum for the first time in a long time for the Irish girls. Terwilliger has it, knifes her way into the lane, looks for the lefty layup on the left side, no good. Good defense from the Bulldogs. Fitting stayed there on the challenge. Into the front court, Harger with it. In the corner, open for the three is Zelenko, that's dangerous. No good. Rebound tipped into the hands of Ava Sweet. Got away with one there, did the Irish girls, leaving the the junior Zelenko open for 3. Ball goes in the corner to Hauk. She gets it down low. Shot up, no good from Kaya Rose. Long rebound to Hauk. Out to Terwilliger. She's open for the 3. Off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound tipped around. Coming up with it is Zelenko. It's going to be a loose ball foul as her and Sweet bumped each other. 19-19 the score. 1:52 left in the second quarter in a game that looked like the Irish girls were going to run away with it. Now looks like an absolute deadlock on defense.
Well, I think if you're St. Charles, you're in a good spot, though. I mean, you got Sacred Heart in a little bit of foul trouble, a couple girls with 2, and they're just, again, with a young team, sometimes you just have to kind of put the brakes on a little bit and just do it, run your stuff, whether it's offensively, whether it's a zone offense or a man offense. Just passing cut, see what you got, and try to get them caught watching the paint dry.
With it on the perimeter is Zelenko, the freshman. She looks driving the lane, puts up the floater, kind of forces it. No good. Rose there for the rebound. Drops it off to Terwilliger. Way ahead it goes to Hauk. She wants the fast break three-pointer, and it's good for the senior. Yeah, the bank will stay open for Miss Hauk here on a Monday night, 7:30, but she don't care to cash in that three-pointer. And a big one, too, 22-19. The Irish go back up. Here's the steal from Rose. Swings it up ahead to Sierra Wilshide. Wilshide will slow things down. Gets it back to Rose. Short jumper is blocked. Great defense getting back from Nicole Zelenko. Now into the front court is Abrielle Dininger. Swings it way in the corner. Fellow freshman Zelenko for a 3. It's good. Nicole Zelenko lighting it up here in the first half.
Well, I mean, but the thing I like about these girls for St. Charles is they spot up and they have those hands ready, those feet ready, and they're not afraid to shoot.
22-22 the score. What does the freshman Nicole Zelenko have right now points-wise, Bubba?
Oh, she's up to 9.
What?
9
3
points.
threes
I'm sorry, no. The freshman has 9 points. Yeah, both her and her sister both have 9.
Wow.
So the Zelenkos have 18 of their 22 points.
And who's leading the way for the Sacred Heart girls?
Terwilliger, we're at 9 points for Terwilliger so far.
All right, and so 22-22 is the score. 12-0 Sacred Heart Academy. 12-3 St. Charles. Irish girls are 9-0 in conference play. St. Charles is 11-1 in conference play. Whoever wins, well, if you're Sacred Heart, you win here tonight. You've already beat all the rest of the teams that are on your schedule. You're going to feel really good about winning your first conference championship in 4 years. But for St. Charles, you win here tonight, you're going to be co-conference champions, and you can continue that run of calling yourselves conference champions and just kind of owning the MSAC when it comes to girls high school hoops.
I'm selfish. I don't want to share anything.
Hauk into the front court. 40 seconds left to go second quarter. Tipped away from her for a moment. She recovers it. Now Anderson has it. Goes to Lynch in the middle. Kick it out. Wilshide open for a 3. No good. Long rebound. Chased down by Maddie Anderson. It's going to be knocked away from her. Diving for the loose ball. They're actually going to give a timeout to St. Charles. Didn't look like anybody had possession, but heads up play there by Andre Williams. The final 25 seconds. It'll be just another 30-second timeout We'll keep it right here, coming to you from the Barbary Law Studios, built by Konwinski Construction. Just about time for our Gates Drilling and Service halftime report. We haven't talked much about that Bills Custom Fab fabrication of the game, or our Mumford Oil and Gas Supply assist of the game and all that stuff, but Sophie Hauk right now is kind of dominating. She's got 5 dimes out there.
5 assists so far. Terwilliger's got, she's got her 9 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. So the nice thing I'm seeing about this tonight is that plays are being finished tonight with great passes. So you're rewarding the great passes by finishing for both teams. But now if you're St. Charles, you do not give Sacred Heart the opportunity to score here in the second quarter. You hold on the ball. You got 25.7 seconds to go. He just drew up a play, and I would be remiss if they tried to take a shot before there was 22 seconds.
Yeah, unless it's a layup.
It's got to be a layup.
Maybe one of those Lincoln girls, a wide open 3 or something.
Yeah.
They've got the green light.
That's the exception.
Yep, and I think that is our Bills Custom fabrication of the game so far, is that Zelenko 3 at the end of the first quarter. Hitting it at the buzzer was big. Bulldogs do work it around the perimeter. The freshman, Nicole Zelenko with it. Here comes the 3. It's going to be tipped. Savannah Jones comes up with it. Wilshire now has it. Get it over to Chelsea Lynch. She tries to heave it, but that will bring us to the end of the first half. 22-22 is the score. We'll be back with a quick first half recap right after this on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network.
Clark Modular Homes in Mount Pleasant are a one-stop shop from the buy, the build, and beyond with their fantastic service department. Stop in to see their selection and purchase options today on Pickard Road, or visit them online at modularhomesbyclark.com. Clark Modular Homes, supporting Mid-Michigan youth in and out of the classroom.
J&J Auto in Wademan is Mid-Michigan's elite automotive repair shop. J&J Auto offers complete collision repair and mechanical repair. Stop by on Wademan Road or call them today at 989-644-8908. J&J Auto, proud supporters of high school student athletes. Let's head back to the action on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network.
Welcome back inside the Mid-Michigan Sports Network in our Barbary Law Studios, built by Konwinski Construction, and our Gates Drilling and Service halftime report. Bubba, we don't have near as much time for our basketball halftime as we did for our football halftime when you'd run up when I was at Mount Pleasant games. So you got about a minute here or so. Talk about your thoughts on the first half, but most of all, talk about what you think this Irish team needs to do to win this game in the second half.
Well, the overall game is a tale of 2 quarters. I mean, Sacred Heart dominated the first quarter, most of the first quarter, and then St. Charles did a nice job about that 4 minute in between, that 4 minutes at the end of the first quarter, 4 minutes at the beginning of the second quarter, and then Sacred Heart was able to kind of get a couple things to go. They were 2 for 14 in that second quarter, so that really didn't help. But Sacred Heart's fine. They're tied. They're 22 all. They came out really, really strong. They flattened out a little bit there, but that's to be expected after having a long layoff. Now, if you're Coach Dewar, it's 0-0. Okay? Those first 4 minutes of the second half are going to be critical. You've got to locate shooters. You've got to know where the Zelenko girls are, because between the 2 of them, they've hit, 4 threes. So that's something something you need to preach at halftime. I'm sure Coach Peratt, Coach McDowell, Coach Wheaton are letting him know that as well. But like I said earlier, if they stay in that zone, I put Karis Terwilliger in that middle, because that's going to make the other team collapse around her. You're going to be able to get reversals. You're going to be able to get stuff on the ball side, whatever it is. She might be able to take her girl to the basket. But it starts with 13. So she's, like we've said this before, she's the straw that stirs the drink, so to speak. So, and if you're St. Charles, you just keep doing what you're doing. You're doing a really nice job of lulling Sacred Heart to sleep on defense, getting a lot of backdoors, getting a lot of long rebounds, and give them credit. They set their feet and they shoot when they catch the ball. So you're going to see some Sacred Heart's going to come out, maybe get a little bit of pressure as well in the second half.
Yeah. We'll be back with the second half after last week's This Week at MHSA Sports with John Ross. Still wasn't there when I left to go to the gym at 5 o'clock, but still always great stuff to hear from the MHSA and John Ross. Be back with the second half right after this on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network.
Finalists for the Scholar Athlete Award are announced, and a couple of Hall of Famers met for the first time in 1958. I'm John Ross, and this is This Week in High School Sports, powered by the Michigan Achievement Scholarship. The winners of the MHSAA Scholar Athlete Award, presented by Farm Bureau Insurance, will be announced starting next week. From the 1,513 applications received, 120 have been named finalists, and the top 32 will each receive a $2,000 scholarship. This is the 36th year of the Scholar Athlete Award, and during that time, Farm Bureau has handed out more than $1.1 million in scholarships to nearly 1,000 student athletes. The number of winners and size of the scholarships have grown over the years. 32 scholarships have been awarded since the 2005-2006 school year, and they've received $2,000 since 2022. Applicants must be graduating seniors during the current school year and carry an unrounded 3.5 on a 4.0 scale grade point average and have won a varsity letter in one of the 28 sports for which the MHSAA sponsors a postseason tournament. Candidates are judged on their academic, athletic, and other extracurricular accomplishments, plus community involvement, and a short essay on the importance of sportsmanship in educational athletics. The winners from Class C and Class D will be announced on February 4th. Class B winners will be announced the following week on February 11th, and the winners from Class A will be announced on February 18th. All announcements will be made on MHSAA.com, so be sure to check us out online to see who won. It's time for Game Balls, when we highlight a trio of standout performances from the past week. First, Grand Rapids Northview's Brady Schwartz. He hit a jumper as time expired to give the Wildcats a 57-55 win over South Christian. Schwartz had 13 in the game. Millington's Brad Coleman scored 34 in a 56-52 win over Cass City and became the school's all-time leading scorer in the process. He's up to 1,736 points and counting. And to the Dearborn Fordson wrestling team, who narrowly defeated crosstown rival Dearborn in a KLAA East matchup.
Graduating seniors could qualify for a tuition-free skills certificate or associate degree through the new Community College Guarantee, no matter their GPA or your household income. Or if your child plans to attend a 4-year university or career school, the Michigan Achievement Scholarship Program has them covered. They could get up to $27,500 toward a bachelor's degree or up to $4,000 for career training. Complete the FAFSA to get started at mi.gov/achievement.
Our weekly Be the Referee feature takes a look at the fine art of officiating with registered official Paige Winnie.
During a high school wrestling match, Wrestler A executes a takedown on Wrestler B near the edge of the mat. Wrestler A's foot/toe remain in contact with the mat inside the boundary line, while all of Wrestler B's body is outside of the boundary. Is the action considered inbounds, and should points be awarded for the takedown? Yes, a match is considered inbounds if at least 1 point of contact of either wrestler is inside or on the boundary line. In this scenario, Wrestler A's foot/toe in contact with the mat inside the boundary satisfies this requirement. Therefore, the takedown is valid, and Wrestler A should be awarded the appropriate points.
Thanks, Paige. Now more than ever, we need officials. If you're interested, please go to the MHSAA website now to register. The 1958 Class A boys basketball final featured not one but two future Basketball Hall of Famers. Dave DeBuscher of Detroit Austin Catholic knocked off Chet Walker in Benton Harbor 71-68 to win the title that year. DeBuscher scored 32 for Austin, while Walker had 25 for the Tigers. It was the first time the two squared off against one another before both had long NBA careers. They were both selected in the 1962 NBA draft, DeBuscher by the Pistons and Walker by the Syracuse Nationals. They were both named to the NBA All-Rookie team in 1963. Walker won an NBA title with the Philadelphia 76ers, while DeBuscher won two playing for the New York Knicks. Walker was inducted into the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame in 2012. DeBuscher was inducted in 1983. DeBuscher also pitched for the Chicago White Sox for 2 seasons, making him one of 13 to ever play in both the NBA and Major League Baseball. To read more about the careers of two legendary basketball players who starred at Michigan high schools, please check out MHSAA.com. You've been listening to This Week in High School Sports, powered by the Michigan Achievement Scholarship, a production of the MHSAA Network. Thanks for joining us. I'm John Ross, and we'll be back next week.
For over 4 decades, ENS Graphics has delivered confidence, trust, and peace of mind by providing their customers with expert service and using state-of-the-art technology. We all know in sports, what's on the inside counts the most. But when it comes to your business, school, organization, what's on the outside does matter. If your business needs anything printed, ENS Graphics can do it. If you want your club, team, organization to look good, ENS can help with that. They take your vision and make it their mission. ENS Graphics, a proud supporter of the Mid-Michigan community and their local athletes. Visit ENS Graphics at their location down in Ithaca or visit their website at esgraphics.com. ENS Graphics, printing all things physical. The Bird in downtown Mount Pleasant, open every day but Sunday for lunch and dinner. Delicious pizza, the world-famous Bird Burger, handcrafted, fresh-baked subs, many apps, and much more. There's something for everyone at The Bird in downtown Mount Pleasant, where friends gather like family. The Bird, supporting high school sports in mid-Michigan for nearly 100 years.
Hey, Rowan. Want to toss the ball around?
No, thanks.
A quick game of chess?
Maybe later.
Want me to teach you to ride a bike?
Papa, we did all that when I was little.
I guess you're right. Marbury Law's kept me so busy, time has just flown by.
There is one thing, though. You got any cookies?
Thought you'd never ask.
Joe Wentworth with Pradium Realty, Robin Stressman and Associates is a proud supporter of our local high school student athletes, working hard and showing pride for our community. For all of your real estate needs, go with Joe. Joe Wentworth with Pradium Realty, Robin Stressman and Associates, 989-817-1291. Weber Brothers Sawmill has been in the sawmill and logging business since 1950. Weber Brothers Sawmill buys standing timber and logs all over central and northern Michigan with National Hardwood Lumber Association certification. You can be assured of a professional job, from the marking and cruising of your woods through the harvest. Weber Brothers Sawmill is a proud supporter of our local high school student athletes.
Elevate your banking experience. Isabella Bank is your local banking partner. We understand the importance of personalized service, providing solutions that fit your unique needs. When you bank with us, together we can drive positive change and build stronger communities. Experience banking redefined. Make the switch today and experience banking that goes beyond. Isabella Bank. Local. Growing. Staying. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back.
Value is not just a price.
Michigan
When you buy
Sports
something
Network
for your
here.
home, it's
Chris
an investment.
Bachman alongside Jason Bubba McLean. Start of the second half for the Irish girls. Chelsea Lynch looks to go baseline as I miss it on the camera. Pass is knocked out of bounds. Had things focused on the Irish logo there for halftime, but we got it back rolling. Bubba, you talked about it a little bit at halftime, but what's the key to the second half for the Irish girls if somebody missed it?
I think sustaining offensive integrity, so to speak. I mean, try to get the ball inside like they're doing right now. Limit possessions for St. Charles. Maybe pick up the pressure a little bit if you're Sacred Heart and try to get the ball to 13 and see what she can do, because once you get 13, that's her third foul. Once you get the ball to 13, there's not a whole lot that you can do as a defense except collapse on her, and that's going to open up the shooters for Sacred Heart. But she's got to be very careful now getting her third foul.
Yeah, she's going to stay in the game so far, and if you're St. Charles, it's going to be kind of hard not to think about attacking her defensively. Ball goes over on the perimeter. Going to drive with it is Harger. Goes up top. Now with it is Hafner. Now it's the freshman Zelenka with it, top of the key. Chelsea Lynch guarding her.
Got to make sure if you're Sacred Heart, you put a hand in the face of the shooter for St. Charles.
Further over, now Zelenko has it. The junior looks to drive. Nice defense from Chelsea Lynch. Pass can be a little while that goes out of bounds. And it's one of the things you talked about at halftime is the Irish girls got to turn up that pressure defensively. The two Zelenko girls look like they can really handle the ball and shoot the ball well, but outside of that, I don't know how many ball handlers they've got out there. 6:59 left to go in our third quarter. We're tied at 22 apiece as the Irish girls look to stay undefeated on the season. This has been their biggest test so far. Terwilliger into the front court after it was knocked away. She drives all the way in the lane, puts up the shot, gets it to go. What a play from Karis Terwilliger. That was just the type of Michael Jordan type play of I'm scoring on this play. I don't care who you put in my way. I'm getting this one to go. Irish back in front, 24-22.
Just to step into that jump shot off 2 feet and elevate the way she did was pretty impressive.
Freshman into the lane, shot up no good, gets her own rebound. That's no good. Great effort out there from Zelenko, but she couldn't get it to go. Here comes the sophomore Terwilliger into the front court. Looks to go baseline, passes it in the corner. This would be big. It's a three. No good there for the rebound, but losing the handle on it is Savannah Jones. And that's one of those plays with Savannah Jones. That's just going to happen a couple times a year. You're going to get the ball, you're going to be wide open down low, and you're just going to lose it going up, whether it's the sweat on the hands, a little bit of moisture on the basketball. 24-22 remains the score. 6 minutes remaining in the third quarter. The Irish girls up 2, looking to not lock up a conference championship, but kind of pencil it in, we'll say, instead of writing it in pen. Bulldogs working around the perimeter. Go back to Zelenko. Nice jab step. She drives in, kicks it out. Harger open for the 3. She doesn't take it. Not a Hafner. In the corner, it goes to the junior Zelenko. Guarding her is Chelsea Lynch. She knocks it away from her. Great defense. It's going to go out of bounds. It'll stay here with St. Charles.
You got, especially the ball's over in that coffin corner, they call it. You got to keep it over there. Pressure, and hopefully you have help side baseline help.
5:36 left in our third quarter. 24-22 is the score. So if you're watching, you see that banner up top. Maury Gymnastics Center, 1-year anniversary open house happening this Sunday from 2 to 5 p.m. If you got some kids that like to bounce around, like to run around, go check that out. You got some kids interested in gymnastics, go check that out. Just a beautiful facility that we've got at the Isabella Community Sportsplex. Maury Courts, the Maury Gymnastics Center, and Martin Ice Arena, one of the great sponsors here of the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. Hauck into the front court with the dribble. Goes to Terwilliger in the corner. She wants to pass it to Savannah Jones. It's going to be knocked away. Good defense from Harger. She comes away with the steal. 24-22 the score. You talked about, offensive efficiency, maintaining. That was kind of what you're talking about right there. Not a great possession. Not a great pass from Terwilliger. Not very crisp. Backdoor cut from Zelenko. Lay-in is good. We're tied up at 24 apiece. What a backdoor cut and what a dish. 24-24 is the score. 4:50 left, third quarter. We are tied up. Conference championship on the line with these two. Irish girls 9-0 in conference play. St. Charles 11-1 in conference play. Kick over to Hauck. She's open for the 3. Off the rim, no good. Chasing down the rebound is Terwilliger. It's knocked away from her by Zelenko. It'll stay here with Sacred Heart. Zelenko with a big knockaway there because if Karis Terwilliger recovers that, she's got an open layup down low.
Absolutely.
Ava Sweet checking into the game for the Irish girls. It's Savannah Jones, Chelsea Lynch, Sophie Hauck, Ava Sweet, and Karis Terwilliger out there for the Irish girls. 24-24, 4:30 left to go. We've got a foul on the inbounds. Very rarely do you see that.
She pulled on her jersey. Zelenko pulled on Terwilliger's jersey.
All right. Oh, it actually looked like, that was just a good job by the official. I thought he called it on the player playing defensive inbounds. Yep.
Yeah, Karis couldn't get to the ball. She was wide open, but the girl for Zelenko got her hand caught in the cookie jar.
Chelsea Lynch puts up the short jumper. Savannah Jones tip of the rebound, but it goes into the hands of Harger. Good hustle from St. Charles. Hargers came up with some big baskets and some big rebounds in this one. 4:15 left to go in the third quarter. Bulldogs bring it into the front court, trying to take the lead. We're tied at 24 apiece halfway through our third quarter. Harger has it. They want to get it up top to Zelenko. It's not there. Now the other Zelenko runs up. Hauck's there defensively. Go in the middle to Hafner. Hafner has it knocked away for a moment to Zelenko. Her up and under's no good, but she'll draw the foul on the play and head to the free throw line for a pair. 3:57 left to go in the third quarter. The junior, Allison Zelenko, heading to the free throw line, looking to put her team back in front. She has been electric all game long, along with her freshman sister. 3:57 left to go. Zelenko at the line. First free throw, rails around. The junior roll, drops in. More love to our sponsors, Barberry Law, Gates Drilling and Service, Abel's Custom Fab, The Bird, All-American Grill, Clark Modular Homes, Weefrich Financial, Woods Household, J&J Auto, Mount Pleasant Heating and AC, Conwinski Construction, Weber Brothers Sawmill, Mumford Oil and Gas Supply, ENS Graphics, and GNS Mechanical. Both free throws go down for the juniors. 24-26, St. Charles in front. Wilshide into the front court, spins around the defender, drops it off to Chelsea Lynch.
Now they can have that pressure because Terwilliger's not in the game. They're going to put the pressure on the rest of the Sacred Heart girls. They have to be able to handle the ball right now.
And Wilshide is able to draw the foul. That's the second team foul going against the Bulldogs. 5 Irish girls out there. It's Sierra Wilshide, Sophie Hauck, Chelsea Lynch, Savannah Jones, and the freshman Ava Sweet. Inbounding it will be Sierra Wilshide. Gets it into Sophie Hauck.
Yep, sorry, the ball needs to go to Hauck's hand every time here. She's got to touch the ball. She's got to initiate the offense, and good cut right there.
Little screen and roll for Chelsea Lynch, looking for the backdoor cut to Ava Sweet. It's knocked away. Good play design by the Irish girls, but good defense from the Bulldogs. We could say that an awful lot tonight. 26-24, St. Charles with the lead, 3:31 left to go. Remember, it was 17-5, Irish girls halfway through the first quarter. Ball goes into Hauk on the inbounds. To Chelsea Lynch. Lynch drives in, spins around. Up top it goes to Wilshire. Down low to Sweet. She turns, puts up the short jumper. Good defense from Hafner, may have blocked it. Grabbing the rebound and racing ahead with it is Kylie Fitting. Fitting into the front court. Goes to Hafner, left-hand drive. Open three-pointer, crank shot, it's up, and it's good! A huge three from the freshman, Abriel Dininger. 29-25, biggest lead of the game for St. Charles.
Great find.
Again, earlier, Sacred Heart won this game 49-40. But now, as Bubba said all game long, they've had a week off. You can tell they're tired out there, but they are battling. And the Bulldogs have won 4 straight conference titles, looking to make it 5. 29-24 is the count.
24-7 run they're on since that
17-5 start.
Yep.
Woo. Chelsea Lynch will inbound it. Terwilliger's back out there. She gets it on the inbounds, loses it for a moment, and loses it out of bounds.
It's a good idea.
And those are the kind of bounces that just haven't gone Sacred Heart's way here tonight. 2:49 left in the third quarter. 5-point Lady Bulldog lead as Zelenko brings it into the front court. On the dribble is Fitting.
Back door.
Cut into the lane for Harger. Her shot is up, and it's good! Finishing over 2 Irish defenders. 31-24. Remember, these Irish girls are 12-0 on the year. They have yet to be defeated. Terwilliger looks to drive. It's knocked away from her. Gets it off to Wilshire. Wilshire will bring it towards the top of the key. In the corner it goes to Hauk. Looks to get down low to Lynch. It's red all the way and stolen by Fitting. Fitting into the front court. She'll slow it down for St. Charles. 2 minutes left in the third quarter. The Bulldogs with a 7-point lead. Harger looks to drive. It's initially knocked away. Backdoor cut for Fitting. Her lay-in no good. Rebound is tipped by Lynch into the hands of Hauk. Ahead is Wilshire. Wilshire bringing it towards the top of the key. In the corner it goes to Terwilliger. She spins around the defense, puts up the 16-footer, or 18-footer I should say, and it's good. We've got a timeout on the floor. A full timeout from the Irish. Probably should send it to a commercial break, but I think we got to ask Bubba about his thoughts on this one right now. It is 31-26, and you talk about a playoff atmosphere. Oh, it has arrived here in the third quarter.
Well, St. Charles is doing a great job offensively because every time Sacred Heart overplays, they're backdooring. They know automatically as soon as Sacred Heart overplays, they're going to backdoor and credit their ball handlers for getting the ball to them in the right spot. And that was a big miss right there. That could have put them up 33-24 in that situation. So there was a 4-point swing there with Terwilliger coming down and getting that jump shot. But if I'm Coach Dewar, I still apply pressure to anyone whose last name is not Zelenko because those 2 girls have proven that they can handle the pressure. The other 3 girls on the court, whoever they are, I don't think like they're very comfortable with the ball. I think they look to those Zelenko girls to bail them out. So you want to come out and just extend that pressure a little bit, see how they handle that, and see if they panic or not. If they panic, then you know you have a good formula. If not, then you just lay off. Just you cannot get backdoored right now because if you're going to continue to overplay, you've got to have that backside help. And Sacred Heart is struggling right now with the backside help. But every time you have 13 on the court for Sacred Heart, you got to feel pretty good. She's got to get everybody involved. Her and Hauk could kind of be the Batman and Robin right now.
31-26 the count. $1:30 left to go in the third quarter. Bulldogs, the 5-point lead. Fitting has it. They get it to Harger on the cut. She's going to put up the 15-footer. That's no good. Wilshire clears the rebound. Gets it ahead to Terwilliger on the break. She looks to go coast to coast by a defender. In the middle of the lane, looks for the roll. It's no good. Rebound is tipped. They're going to say last touch by Callie Smith. It'll set it back to the Bulldogs. Nice drive there on the break, though, by Terwilliger. Just could not get the roll. 31-26 is the count.
You got to go until you're stopped if you're 13 right now for Sacred Heart.
Zelenko across the half-court line. Swings it ahead to Hafner. Marcy Hafner. Back up top it goes to Zelenko. To work it in the corner. Harger has it. In the corner it goes. Fitting has it. Want to go up top. Almost knocked away by Terwilliger. Now there's a double team. Zelenko with the extra pass in the corner. Another open three for Harger. No good. Zelenko, what a job. She passed it, and she somehow gets down there for the rebound and draws the foul. That is a play to remember. Bill's Custom Fab fabrication of the game is rarely a rebound where you get fouled, but the time where this occurred is a big deal. And you think about that Zayd Batchelder baller of the game, brought to you by our friends at Weefrich Financial. Miss Allison Zelenko's got to be in the running as the gym just falls absolutely silent for her first free throw. I felt like I had to go quiet there for a minute, but the first free throw no good for Zelenko. 31-26 remains the score. 46 seconds left to go.
Sacred Heart has the obvious size advantage as well with Jones and Smith out there right now. So they have to impose their will inside.
Second free throw, no good. Zelenko gets her own rebound. Now wants the corner three. That's no good. Another rebound for St. Charles. That's no good. Coming up with a rebound is Callie Smith. She's double teamed in the backcourt. She steps out of bounds.
Everybody for Sacred Heart, they didn't realize that she had not secured the ball yet. That's a cardinal sin when you're trying to do a run out. You got to make sure you've secured the ball first and foremost.
31-26. The Bulldogs with a bunch of missed opportunities on that last possession. 2 missed free throws, 2 offensive rebounds. Couldn't get the putback, but now they got another opportunity. And Terwilliger's getting called for her 4th foul on the inbounds play as she was chasing Abrielle Dininger. So that'll be 4 on Terwilliger, and she's going to come out of the game right now. Coming in for her is going to be Ava Sweet. Well, we always talk about what you learn playing high school sports. This Irish team has got to figure it out without 13 on the floor. Could be a good thing for them in the long run. Wild inbounds pass. It's going to be a missed shot by Harger, and she catches it out of bounds.
Nice shot by Savannah.
Back to the Irish. 30.9 seconds left to go. The score is 31-26. Sophie Hauk gets the inbounds pass out there with Ava Sweet, Sierra Wilshide, Callie Smith, and Savannah Jones. Into the front court. Hauk has it. Ava Sweet now with the dribble. She put it on the floor, get a screen from Callie Smith. Skip pass over to Jones. They get it in the corner. Hauk gets tipped away by Fitting. Nice play design there by the Irish girls, but ready for it was St. Charles. 13.8 seconds left in the third quarter. And my bad on the camera work here to everybody watching as I flip it back over. Shout out to my main man, Adam Gursky, who's done such a great job of running the camera for me all year long, but can't ask the guy to do it every single night when he's got a real job too. Callie Smith has it. They work it all the way around. Hauk open for 3. It'd be big. Oh, in and out off the rim to end the third quarter. That would have been huge. We're headed to the fourth. The Irish girls trail by 5. Undefeated season on the line. 31-26 when we come back for the fourth quarter here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network.
Weefrich Financial knows it can be incredibly overwhelming to navigate the world of financial planning. With trusted guidance and easy-to-understand advice, you can feel comfortable in your financial future with Weefrich Financial. Weefrich Financial assists people in all stages of life with a specialization in retirement and investment planning. Experience the power of working with an advisor dedicated to your success. Visit WeefrichFinancial.com. Visit them in downtown Mount Pleasant. Call or text 989-953-7888. Weefrich Financial, member SIPC. The Bird in downtown Mount Pleasant, open every day but Sunday for lunch and dinner. Delicious pizza, the world-famous Bird Burger, handcrafted, fresh-baked subs, many apps, and much more. There's something for everyone at The Bird in downtown Mount Pleasant, where friends gather like family. The Bird, supporting high school sports in mid-Michigan for nearly 100 years.
Let's head back to the action on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network.
Start of the fourth quarter. Chris Bachman alongside of Bubba McLean. Big time implications here in this one. St. Charles Bulldogs lead it 31-26. They have won the conference 4 straight years. The Irish girls are undefeated in conference play at 9-0. Still would have some work to do. But if they come back and win this one, they will be 2 games up in conference play. If the Bulldogs win this one, it will be a tie atop of the conference. Here comes a 3-pointer for Dininger. Off the rim, no good. Savannah Jones tips the rebound, but right into the hands of a player for St. Charles. That shot no good. Wilshide gets the rebound, gets it ahead to Callie Smith. Smith ahead to Hauk. Great job by Wilshide staying patient there on the double team. Ball goes in the middle to Sweet. She's going to be fouled from behind by Riley Cornford. You love these type of moments in these type of games, Bubba. You can just start to feel the intensity in the gym. It kind of goes up a couple degrees, gets a little bit warmer in here.
The nerves go up a little bit, so on and so forth. Absolutely.
Ball goes into Wilshide, back in the corner. It goes to Hauk. She's going to pass it up to Callie Smith. It's a little wild. Loose ball is gathered, looking for the fast break lay-in. Great hustle getting back by Callie Smith. She gets the block, but they kick it out. Oh, no, Zelenko's open for a three. That's no good. There's Callie Smith again with the rebound and the hustle to get it back. She's not fouled on the play. She somehow gets it to sweep. Finally, there's a foul called. Callie Smith, Savannah Jones with some big hustle right there. I don't want to say to keep the Irish in the game, but that could have been an easy layup for
totally.
St. Charles.
Hustle.
Then Zelenko couldn't get that three to fall. That would have been big. One of the best looks that she's had all game. 7 minutes remaining. 31-26. Bulldogs with the lead. Houck into the front court on the dribble. Picks up her dribble in a bad spot. She gets it off to Callie Smith. Smith now looks to drive. She's double teamed. Kicks it out. Houck for a three. It's good!
Big bucket.
Talk about the Mumford Oil and Gas Supply assist to the game as well.
Huge.
What a dish from Callie Smith. Baseline out to the three-pointer. 31-29. The Irish girls now down by 2 after the huge three-pointer from the all-sports star, Sophie Houck. Ball goes around the perimeter. The freshman Zelenko drives all the way to the lane. Savannah Jones forces a tough shot, but it's going to be a foul call going against her. 2 free throws coming for the freshman, Nicole Zelenko, who has been very, very impressive as a freshman.
Yeah, totally. She's got a lot of poise for being a freshman. She's not afraid of the moment.
Again, so much of that goes to being in the driveway, getting your butt kicked by your older sisters. Prepared her well. First free throw. She cashes it in. Now 32-29 is the score.
Probably trying to get to the 5-minute mark with Terwilliger.
Second free throw coming for the freshman. That one off the back of the rim. No good. Rebound is tipped. Callie Smith looks to hustle forward. It's tipped again. Great hustle from Zelenko. It's a jump ball. Possession arrow will give it to Sacred Heart. The hustle that's happening out there right now between these two teams, every point is so hard to come by because the defense is incredibly intense and it's very well played.
Well, they're not in front of them.
They're not fouling out there. Just an absolute battle as Houck brings it across the half-court line. They go in the middle to Chelsea Lynch. Back to Houck. She puts it on the deck. Gets it down low to Savannah Jones. Back up top to Houck. Great ball movement from the Irish girls. Lynch gets it back off the tipped pass. Double teamed. Spins around the defender. Kicks it out to Houck. Houck looks to get in the lane. Back to Lynch. 18-footer. It's good! Huge basket from Chelsea Lynch. And another dime from Miss Houck. 32-31. Irish trail by 1. 5:45 left in the fourth quarter. Pass is a little too tall. It's going to go out of bounds. Back to Sacred Heart. Checking back into the game is Harger. 5 Irish girls out there. It's Ava Sweet, Sophie Houck, Chelsea Lynch, Savannah Jones, and Callie Smith. You've got the 2 Zelenkos out there for St. Charles along with Harger. Actually, we'll wait till after this drive from Sweet. She gets the lane. Shot is blocked. Great defense from Hafner, who's also out there along with Riley Cornford. Have a sideways way to do it, but that's the 5 out there for St. Charles. They lead it by 1.
Offensive
32-31. An offensive foul on the screen.
Sweet just did a really nice job of staying with her man. She's got kind of like chest to chest with her, and the girl just kind of threw her out of the way. That's a great job by her. That's well coached.
32-31 is the score with 5:25 left in the fourth quarter. The Irish girls trail by 1. Substitution coming into the game, having to come out is Olivia Hafner. She's got 4 fouls. She's been a very key player for this Bulldogs team. Inbounding the ball is going to be Miss Ava Sweet. Full court pressure somewhat being applied right now by St. Charles. They get into the Houck and they just kind of drop the pressure back a little bit. Top of the key with it is Chelsea Lynch. She drives around her defender, wants to get it down low to Savannah Jones. It's going to be tipped out of bounds, and maybe a good thing because Savannah Jones wasn't cutting there. Maybe a little miscommunication between Lynch and Jones, but it'll stay here with the Irish girls. 5:14 left in the fourth quarter. Our score, 32-31. Look to get it down low to Jones. It's tipped. She looks to save it. Stolen away by Zelenko.
They've had that all night. They just haven't gone to it.
Zelenko into the front court. Get it in the corner to Harger. Looks to go baseline. She's going to step on the auto. No, they're going to call a foul on Callie Smith.
Wow. push-off there.
Yeah, it did look like a little bit of a push-off. Again, we're homers here, and those officials have a lot better view than we do. You know, best seat in the house brought to you by Woods Household. Going to those officials out there. We got 5 minutes left to go in a one-point game. Inbounds pass, shot no good. Great defense being played by the Irish girls. Another big rebound from Savannah Jones. She drops it off to Sophie Hauk. Karis Terwilliger set to check back in with her 4 fouls. Hauk has it to Callie Smith. Smith wants to get it back to Hauk. It's not there. Now she gets it off to Savannah Jones. Back up top, it goes to Chelsea Lynch. When Lynch is needed to, she's done a wonderful job handling the ball in this game.
There you go.
Pass over to Sweet. She fakes. In the lane she goes. Right-handed layup. It's good!
Nice take.
Irish girls go back up front. 33-32 on the Sweet layup from Ava Sweet. The freshman puts the Irish up 1. Zelenko with it to Harger at the top of the key. Watton the triple tries the freshman. It's no good. Callie Smith saves the rebound, but it goes right into the hands of Allison Zelenko. The junior looks to drive, passes it down low. It's mishandled. Pass is going to go out of bounds. Let's say last touch by the Irish. We are halfway through the fourth quarter. It is a 1-point lead for Sacred Heart Academy. They came into this fourth quarter down by, I believe it was 6. Zelenko will trigger the inbounds. Hauk guarding her defensively.
Yeah.
They lose it in. Coming up with the ball is Ava Sweet. And will it be a jump ball or a possession? The jump ball would keep it here with St. Charles, so it will stay here with St. Charles. 5 Irish girls out there. It's Savannah Jones, Ava Sweet, Karis Terwilliger, Sophie Hauk, and Chelsea Lynch. Zelenko looks to get the ball, and they get it in. Shot from Harger, no good. Terwilliger with the rebound. She's going to lose the ball off her foot, and it'll go back to the Bulldogs. I love the shot by Harger, though, because you have the 4 fouls on Terwilliger.
Totally.
Full timeout coming. 33-32. Again, I should probably send it out to a break to give some love to our sponsors, but we've given them a lot of love here tonight and all year long. In a game like this, when you can keep it here, you want to keep it here, especially when I got a coach with me. Bubba, go into the circle over here for the Sacred Heart Academy girls. It's 33-32 with 3:52 left to go. You know Coach Dorr pretty well. You know girls hoops pretty well. What are you telling your team if it's you?
Just settle down. I mean, you're up a point. You're playing probably not your best. You're playing not Sacred Heart basketball. So you have these last 3 minutes and 52 seconds to kind of do what it is that has gotten you here so far. Take care of the basketball. Okay, look inside. Be patient with the basketball. You know, wide open threes are one thing, but if you get wide open layups, it's another. But defensively right now, you've got to box out. A shot goes up, you've got to put a body on a girl in a black uniform right now because they're scrappy. I mean, I have a lot of impressive young ladies over there for St. Charles. They're scrappy. They get after it. You talk about that word grit quite a bit. They're a very gritty bunch of girls. So, and they have nothing to lose in this situation. There's a reason why they're the 4-time conference champions. So they know what it takes to be successful.
They'll inbound it from right on the side of the St. Charles bench. It goes into Allison Zelenko. Guarding her is Savannah Jones. They use a screen now. A switch with Sophie Hauk. Driving in the lane is Zelenko. She's double teamed. It goes up top, losing the ball for a moment, but recovering it is Dininger. Now she has it taken away by Chelsea Lynch. Lynch into the front court with the dribble. So slow things down.
Backdoor.
Looking for the backdoor cut. She gets it to Terwilliger. Terwilliger wants the 7-footer. No good. Savannah Jones with the rebound and the putback. What a play from Jones. It's 35-32. The Irish now up 3. Rolling back here in the fourth quarter to take the lead from the Bulldogs after trailing by 5 to start the fourth, or I believe it was 5. Zelenko on the dribble, knows she needs to make something happen. Takes it in the lane, drops it back to Harger on the move. Tied up, no jump ball call. Harger's able to recover it. Another tie up, spinning on the floor. Jump ball, possession arrow to the Irish. 3 minutes left to go. 35-32. The Irish girls with the lead, and for the first time since the first quarter, momentum is wearing the red, the green, and the white.
It's clear on defense, Sacred Heart cannot let either one of those Zelenko girls touch the ball. Make the other 3 girls beat you right now. If you're Sacred Heart, just run your offense. You got your player back out there. Run through her. See what happens right there.
Terwilliger gets it in the middle. Shot up and good. 37-32 the score with 2:40 left in the fourth quarter. The Irish go back up 5. Harger with it up top to Zelenko. She wants the deep three. Almost banks it in there. Skying in for the rebound is Fitting. And she gets the finish to close the gap back to 3. Ava Sweet, the freshman, gets the inbounds. Drops it back to Sophie Hauk. 2:20 left to go in the fourth quarter. 37-34, Irish in front. Again, no shot clock in girls high school hoops. You don't have to shoot the shot here unless you get something wide open. Lynch looks to drive the lanes. Her shot up, no good. She got all the way to the hoop. Thinks she was a little bit more open than she thought she would be. Slowly dribbling the ball into the front court is the junior, Allison Zelenko. Over it goes to Harger, to a cutting Fitting. Out to the freshman Zelenko, back to Harger. She thought about the deep three. The way she shot it here tonight, you wouldn't mind it. Zelenko looks to drive on Hauk. Somehow gets it off the glass. No good. Great job staying straight up by Sophie Hauk. Terwilliger now races into the front court. Looks to go all the way to the baseline. Now she's double teamed. She loses it for a moment, but a timeout before coming from Coach Dorr. 37-34. Again, we're keeping it right here, and we'll kind of break down some things. Of course, we're coming to you from the Barbary Law Studios, built by Konwinski Construction. Our Mumford Oil and Gas Supply assist to the game. I'm still going. I don't remember if it was Savannah Jones or Callie Smith down low, kicking it out to Hauk for that three.
That was Savannah Jones. Or was it Callie Smith? It was Callie Smith.
Those two kind of blend in together, but in a good way, because they're always doing great work down in the post for these Irish girls, and they do a lot of things that doesn't show up in the box score. They usually end a game 7-8 rebounds, 2-3 assists, but they might only have 2 or 3 points as well. You think about the Weber Brothers Sawmill Timber of the game. I'm thinking Jones as well for that one. She's been really strong down low. But our Weefrich Financial, Zaid Batchel, their baller of the game. So far, who are you thinking about?
I mean, it's got to be Terwilliger, although Sophie Hauk's in there as well. Sophie Hauk has 7 assists tonight. She's done a great job of finding the open girl. Karras has got 7 rebounds, 3 assists. I mean, Jones has got 7 rebounds. I mean, Karras makes such a huge difference when she's in the game. You can tell when she's not in there. They struggle from time to time to look for that secondary scorer, which needs to be a Sophie Hauk. But, Sweet came in as a freshman and had a huge bucket. So it's nice to see some of these girls growing in their situation.
Chelsea Lynch looks for the inbounds pass. It's not there. It's not there. They eventually get it in, but it's stolen away. Hauk knew she had to throw it in or it was going to be a turnover anyway. St. Charles will take back over. Great defense there on the inbounds possession. Harger has it, guarded by Chelsea Lynch. They want to go up top to the freshman Zelenko. Nicole Zelenko's got it. On her is Savannah Jones. Out to Hafner. She looks to drive with the left hand. Pass it out to the junior, Allison Zelenko. She looks to drive. It's going to be an offensive foul going against Hafner. And so it is going to be Irish basketball. An illegal screen going against Hafner. There wasn't any point in setting a screen because the ball handler had already picked up her dribble, but she kind of came in and gave a bump there.
Yeah, that's her 5th foul, too, so that's huge. That's just one more girl that you have to bring in that maybe not be in this rhythm of the game. But now if you're Sacred Heart, you got to be ready for this pressure. And there's no reason for you to shoot a shot unless you're wide open right now. You're up 3. The next full foul on St. Charles, you're shooting, so you have to be strong with the basketball right now if you're Sacred Heart. And 13 should have the ball in her hands.
She's double-teamed in the backcourt. Gets by another defender. She now picks up a dribble. She's going to lose it for a moment.
Don't foul.
It's going to be a foul going against Terwilliger, and that's foul number 5 with 1:04 left to go. What a finish this is going to be. Terwilliger now out of the game for the Irish girls. She had 2 fouls that she'd love to have back in this one. The ball goes into Nicole Zelenko. 3-point game under a minute left to go.
Don't get backdoored right now. Make them catch the ball 30 feet from the hoop.
Zelenko has it. Swing it over to Harger. She's capable of putting up the shot. She doesn't. Looking for the back door. It's not there. Now Zelenko, the freshman, on the drive out. Here comes the triple try. No good.
Knocks out.
By Fitting. Rebounded by Savannah Jones to Chelsea Lynch. Up to Sophie. Hauk it goes. Hauk into the front court. 35 seconds left to go. Sweet now with it. Back to Hauk at the top of the key. Now to Chelsea Lynch. She's going to be double, triple teamed and fouled on the play. That is the 5th foul going against the Bulldogs. So heading to the free throw line will be Sophie Lynch for a pair. No more 7 fouls in the half for the 1-and-1. 5 fouls in the quarter. You're automatically in the double bonus.
And you want to make 1. And whether you make 2, that's great, but you want to make 1 here.
The senior
2-possession game.
Chelsea Lynch, an all-sports star for the Irish girls. I believe she's got college softball in her future, but probably could be basketball or volleyball if she would choose to do so. That one is good. It makes it 38-34 Irish with the lead. 29 seconds left to go. Second free throw. Senior drops it in. 5-point advantage. Ball goes into Harger.
No threes. No
She'll bring
threes,
it up across. Zelenko, nobody guards her. She takes it in the lane, forces up the shot. She was bumped on the play. No foul call. Savannah Jones with another rebound. She's tied up, fouls over a player. They're going to call the travel on her. That was almost a makeup call, missing the foul there. I feel like a little bit for St. Charles. Bulldogs with possession, but the Irish girls have a 5-point lead. 18.9 seconds left to go. Goes into Zelenko. Launches the three. It banks in! It banks in! 39-37 on the miracle three from Nicole Zelenko. It's now a 2-point game with 15 seconds left to go. Again, we've kept it here for all the fourth quarter timeouts. Love going out to our friends at Clark Modular Homes, Woods Household, Gates Drilling and Service, Barberry Law, J&J Auto, Mount Pleasant Heating and AC, Conwinski Construction, Weber Brothers Sawmill, Mumford Oil and Gas Supply, ENS Graphics, GNS Mechanical, friends at Mount Pleasant Public Schools, Hanging by a Thread, Pier Plumbing, Bryant Family Farms. Not going to roll through them all again, but oh boy, what a battle we have had here tonight. This is a game with not either team trying to lose, but two teams that refuse to lose.
Yeah. I mean, that's a great statement right there, because both teams have come out and they've imposed a role on defense. I mean, neither team has scored a lot of points, but you got to give your credit also to both coaches as well, because they've had good game plans in here tonight, and now it's just a question of, okay, what girl's going to make a play here at the end of the game?
15 seconds left to go. The Irish girls lead it by 2. Ball goes into Sophie Houck. She will be fouled in the backcourt. Just waiting to see if they would try and get that pressure or just the immediate foul, but with so little time left, they had to go with the immediate foul after not getting the steal off of the inbounds pass. And the senior, Sophie Houck, heads to the free throw line.
Got to make one.
Go back to how big those 2 free throws were from Lynch now. Just unbelievable.
Yeah. Got to make one of these.
13 ticks left on the clock. It's 39-37. Houck at the free throw line. First one off the back of the rim.
Got to make this.
No good. One more on deck for the senior, and I hear it coming from the St. Charles crowd, and they are right. You got to make sure you box out if you are the Bulldogs on this one. Second free throw for Houck. She gets it to go. 3-point lead. Zelenko into the front court.
Make her give the ball up. You
she wants to stop and pop. It's not there.
Don't let her touch it. Don't let her touch it.
They go to Harger. Now there's a timeout from Andre Williams with 6 seconds left to go. Stopping and popping almost was the freshman Nicole Zelenko. She probably should have taken that 28-footer or so. I don't know if you're going to get a cleaner look, but once Williams saw his team wasn't fully set, quickly called the timeout. And again, we are keeping it right here. Bird All-American Grill postgame show, possibly 6.2 seconds away.
If you're Sacred Heart, you have 1 foul to give. Now, with that being said, if you can get them to catch the ball past half court, you foul immediately, because then they have to inbound the ball there. One thing you cannot let them do here is take a wide open 3. You let them backdoor you all day. You let them get a wide open layup, because you're still up 1 if they make a bucket here. You cannot absolutely positively let either one of the Zelenko girls catch the ball here. So you deny, you do whatever you need to do, make them catch the ball 40 feet from the court if at all possible. And by no means do you foul in this situation. If you a jump shooter. You do not foul a jump shooter in this situation.
40-37 the score. 6 seconds left to go. Again, the way this game has gone back and forth, it was 17-5 Irish in the first quarter. Bulldogs rolled in the second quarter. Third quarter was just kind of a stalemate, I'll say. And same here for the fourth quarter. But a couple big baskets. Chelsea Lynch, Karis Terwilliger, Sophie Houck got them up ahead, 40-37. 6.2 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Inbounding the ball is going to be Allison Zelenko. It goes into the younger Zelenko. She wants to pass it to her sister. It almost goes out of bounds. She's got to save it at the last second. No shot off. Irish girls win. Irish girls win. 40-37. And an instant classic over St. Charles to stay undefeated on the year and move to 10-0 in conference play and go up 2 games in conference. Woo! What a ball game. We'll be back with your Bird All-American Grill post-game show. We'll start it off with me and Bubba, but then we'll be joined by Coach Andrew Dorr in a few. Back right after this on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. What a finish. The Irish girls win 40-37.
Jenna Gates.
And Kyle Gates here. We are the 5th generation with Gates Drilling and Service.
We've been serving our friends and neighbors in Michigan since 1893.
We have the latest and greatest well drilling technology, allowing us to put in wells where others can't.
Lake lots and tight spaces are no problem.
From our family to yours, thank you, and call at 989-772-7841 for all your well drilling and service needs.
Gates Drilling and Service, where Gates goes, water flows.
GNS Mechanical in Wademan offers service and installation on everything for your home and business. From a simple filter replacement to furnace, central air service, and install, geothermal, and walk-in coolers and freezers. If you have a need, GNS Mechanical has a solution. Learn more at gnsmechanical.com or call 989-644-2106.
Weefridge Financial knows it can be incredibly overwhelming to navigate the world of financial planning. With trusted guidance and easy-to-understand advice, you can feel comfortable in your financial future with Weefridge Financial. Weefridge Financial assists people in all stages of life with a specialization in retirement and investment planning. Experience the power of working with an advisor dedicated to your success. Visit WeefridgeFinancial.com, visit them in downtown Mount Pleasant, call or text 989-953-7888. Weefridge Financial, member SIPC. Bryce Updegraff with Pradium Realty, Robin Stressman and Associates thanks the coaches and officials who put in the time to help student athletes achieve their dreams and goals. For all of your real estate needs, the Bryce is right with Bryce Updegraff with Pradium Realty, Robin Stressman and Associates, 989-620-6595.
Today I'm going to tell you about sportsmanship because it's important. Treat your opponents the way you would want to be treated. My mom says that. Listen to the referees. It's their job. Be nice to their team and our team. Cheer them on. Always play fair. It's the right thing to do. It's sportsmanship. It's not that hard.
Let's head back to the action on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network.
Welcome on into the Bird All-American Grill post-game show. Right now, Chris Bachman, Bubba McLean will be joined in a couple minutes by head coach Andrew Dorr. Bubba, you're writing down a whole bunch of numbers right now because there were some great things that happened to this game, so I'm going to let you keep writing here for a minute before we get to them. I think some more of our great sponsors, friends at GNS Mechanical, ENS Graphics, Mumford Oil and Gas Supply, Weber Brothers Sawmill, Konwinski Construction, Mount Pleasant Heating and AC, J&J Auto, Woods Household Appliance, best seat in the house, brought to you by them. And Coach Andrew Dorr, kind enough to actually join us right now. Coach Dorr, 40-37, I think that was the final, right?
It was, I think so.
As the scoreboard's off, but that's one of those games, I don't care if it's 90-87, 16-13, when you got a couple teams battling like that, it is just something special. But the first thing I want to say is on a scale of 1 to 10, how proud of your team are you right now?
Well, super proud. I mean, we just talked in the locker room. Basketball is a game of runs, and it truly is. It's kind of who can get the last run, and it's where we were able to come out because we started, smoking right off the first quarter there. They were running man. They switched to that super aggressive 3-2 zone, and we struggled with it in the second and third quarter until we made some adjustments, and then we were able to just finish. And defensively, they cut backdoor super well. And we practiced it, and they still beat us a handful of times. So we got to keep getting better there. But they're a well-coached team, and yes, we finally, we were able to get over the hump against St. Charles because they've beat us up these last 4 years.
Yeah, Andrew. I mean, talk about obviously Kara. She has some foul troubles, but she ended up with 15, 8, and 3. And then the two girls I thought were huge for you in the second half were Callie Smith and Savannah Jones. Talk about their contributions tonight.
Yeah, and senior Callie had a great, what we look for her to do is to do the kind of the grind work. It's not going to be flashy, but she's going to box out. Yeah. She's going to stay strong with the ball. And she's really developed that in a lot of ways because they're, in previous years as a youngster, you want to get rid of the ball. If you're strong and you pivot, you can do a lot of good things. And then Savannah, we're really working, Savannah, Callie, and Chelsea Kendall, we call them our three posts, a lot of inside game defensively and offensively, being ready to post up, being ready to go score. It's a little harder against the zone, but you could see some of those moments tonight. They did fantastic. Overall, great job.
Yeah, and Savannah ended up with 9 rebounds. I mean, she really controlled that paint, especially in that fourth quarter. She did a nice job of adjusting shots, too, with her length, and she boxed out really, really well. But obviously you guys were off for like a week and a half.
Yeah,
so
it's a challenge,
but it was a challenge, but you came out on fire, but then you could see maybe that little bit of that lull, but like you said, St. Charles switched to that 3-2 zone, but that's a credit to your girls for being able to stick with it. So where do you go from here? What's next? I mean, what do? You have practice tomorrow, obviously. You have another game coming up this week.
Wednesday, we're back at it. I can't remember where we're at. Our schedule's changed so much.
Yeah.
We're at Montebello, I
Montebello.
think. Another normally, they little man, little zone. So back at tomorrow. As you said, with the week off, some of the girls had some colds and stuff. You could tell our lungs were a little heavy, at times. So we'll get through that. That's all right. It's part of the challenge. Rather now than in 2-3 weeks, when it comes to playoff time. So back at it tomorrow, back to the grind, back to scouting, and doing all the things we got to do. And, it's awesome. We do have a 2-game lead in this conference now. We've got a lot of big road games. We got to still go win on the road, and it doesn't matter who you play. We got some good games. We got to go earn it.
Yeah, and kind of last thing, we always do the Zaid Batchel, their baller of the game, brought to you by our friends at Weefrich Financial. I feel like you're going to be okay. The 3 seniors tonight, Hauk, Lynch, and Callie Smith, we're all very, very big.
Absolutely.
We'll give a little of a nod to Santa Veda, and I think that's one of those Karis would even say, not her best game tonight.
No.
But actually, let me ask, how important was it for you to win this game without her having her best game? Well,
we kind of climbed back there with her on the bench.
Mm-hmm.
We were down whatever it was, 6 or 7. And she got her 4th foul, and then that's when we came back and took the lead. So that was really good. Ava Sweet and Sierra Wolscheid both had good moments.
Yep.
Ava really, I think, tonight was probably her best game where she didn't shy away a little bit. In a freshman, sometimes it's hard. You shy away in big moments. And I think she did a lot of awesome things.
That was a big bucket there towards in that fourth quarter there where she took that gap for that layup. But then, Sophie Hauk had 12 points, 3 rebounds, and 7 assists tonight.
Yeah.
Almost seemed like she was finding the open girl tonight, and give them for credit for being able to hit shots.
The 3 that she had as well, too.
Yeah.
That was I can't even remember. It was end of the 3rd quarter, beginning of the 4th quarter. That was just a monster basket, and felt like it was kind of like, all right, here we go.
Yep.
It got you over that hump, per se. But Coach Dorr, congratulations.
Thank you.
Undefeated.
Yeah.
13-0. Oh, boy, they made you work for it tonight.
That's okay. We like that. We like to be challenged, All
right, big shout out to Coach Dorr taking some time to chat with us. Big shout out to you, Bubba, for taking some time to join me here on the evening. And big love to my main man, Adam Gursky, kicking it at home with the dog, relaxing. But we'll be back on the airwaves tomorrow night. Shepherd boys take on Standish Sterling. Friday, planning on being at Mount Pleasant as the boys host Flint Carmen Ainsworth. What do you guys got coming up with the Mount Pleasant girls this week?
Girls, tomorrow we've got Saginaw United for a triple header. Freshman girl starts at 4. I mean, Saginaw United, they're now in their 3rd year combined. So we've had a couple of rough games. The last couple of games, our road games, Midland Dow. We've kind of in the meat of our schedule right now, but we're ready. We're hungry. We had a good practice today. I think the girls are ready to get after it tomorrow, being at home. And then, unfortunately, there's only one game on Friday. Carmen Ainsworth had to kind of cancel their JV season, so I will not be playing, but the varsity game will start at 6. But this is a great opportunity for our girls to kind of get back into the thick swing of things as far as win and momentum and so on and so forth, because our district's at Dow again, and we just didn't play our best game last Friday. But I think practice today with some of the things that we did, some situational things we did, some things that we really needed to focus on. I think the girls were locked in today, especially without having school. But, yeah, I'm excited for the end because our district is extremely tough, both Midlands, Mount Pleasant, Cadillac. So, yeah, it should be a fun week for Mount Pleasant girls, and then Mount Pleasant boys are at Saginaw United tomorrow. And then, as you mentioned, Carmen Ainsworth coming into Mount Pleasant on Friday. So it should be a lot of fun this week for high school basketball in the Central Michigan area.
Yeah, I feel like this game Friday is going to be a big game for the boys confidence-wise, because they're going to win their district. They're going to be, need to be playing their best basketball, take out that Cadillac team. But our final here tonight, 40-37. The Irish girls remain undefeated, now 13-0 on the year. Chris Bachman, Bubba McLean signing off till tomorrow.